One moment the night sky was calm, glittering with distant stars, and the next, the news spread across every screen, every phone, every whisper between strangers. A black hole was coming straight for Earth. No one knew exactly how long we had. Days, months, maybe a year if we were lucky. But one thing was certain. If we did nothing, it would swallow us whole, and our story would end in silence. We could have waited for it, let it come, and erase us like a tide washing over footprints in the sand. But humanity isn't built to wait for death. We fight, we claw, we dream of impossible solutions. And so, for the first time in history, every nation, every leader, every scientist agreed on one mission: destroy the black hole before it destroyed us. The first plan was bold and reckless, just the way desperate plans often are. Every nuclear weapon on Earth, every warhead we had ever built, would be launched into the void, hundreds of thousands of times more destructive than anything humanity had unleashed before. We told ourselves it would work. After all, nukes had flattened cities, split mountains, and ended wars. Surely this would be enough. We launched them one by one until the darkness above was lit with streaks of fire. Every eye on Earth watched, waiting for the explosion that would save us. But the black hole didn't fight back. It didn't even flinch. It simply ate. The bombs vanished into its heart without a sound, their unimaginable energy swallowed like crumbs. And when it was over, the black hole was bigger, stronger. Panic set in, but we couldn't stop. Bullets, lasers, colossal weapons. We threw everything we had into the dark. Nothing even slowed it down. It was like trying to stab a shadow. The thing we feared most was now closer, and every second we wasted brought it nearer to our skies. But if we couldn't destroy it with brute force, maybe we could outsmart it. The plan was dangerous, insane even: create our own black hole, one made entirely of antimatter, and send it crashing into the intruder. Antimatter is nature's opposite, a force that should, in theory, annihilate whatever it touches. It took miracles of engineering to create even a fraction of what we needed, but somehow we did it. And with every ounce of hope we had left, we sent our creation into the abyss. For a moment, the universe held its breath. The two titans collided in a blinding burst of energy. But when the light faded, the black hole remained, larger than before, hungrier than ever. We were running out of time, and the question hanging over us wasn't just how to kill it. It was whether killing it was even possible. Every failed attempt drained more than our resources. It drained our hope, but surrender wasn't in our nature, not yet. If destroying it head-on was impossible, maybe there was another way, something stranger, something the universe itself might fear. The next idea was almost poetic. Fight darkness with light's mirror image. A white hole, the opposite of a black hole, a force that spits matter out instead of swallowing it. If the two met, maybe, just maybe, they'd erase each other. The problem? White holes weren't just rare. As far as anyone knew, they didn't even exist. Creating one would require knowledge far beyond anything we had. And yet, in the face of extinction, we imagined it anyway. But imagination wasn't enough, and the idea died in the cold void of impossibility. Time was slipping away. The black hole was no longer a far-off threat. It loomed in the sky, a dark wound against the stars. Some whispered we should run, find a way to leave the solar system. Others argued there was nowhere far enough to go. But the scientists had one more card to play. What if we didn't fight it here and now? What if we fought it before it was born? A time machine, a wormhole into the past. We could find the moment before this black hole's first breath and destroy it when it was still vulnerable. It was brilliant in theory, but we had neither the machine nor the time to build one. The black hole moved closer. There were other wild gambles, bombs that could explode faster than light, weapons to tear apart the very fabric of its event horizon, plans to overload its spin until it ripped itself apart. But each came with the same brutal truth. We didn't have the means, and we never would. Not in the time left. And so the final option emerged, the one no one wanted to speak aloud. Wait. Wait trillions of years for the black hole to slowly evaporate on its own. particle by particle. But we didn't have trillions of years. We had months. The black hole grew in the sky until it blotted out constellations. The world had gone quiet, not with peace, but with the stillness of resignation. We had tried everything, and the universe had reminded us how small we really were. The last broadcasts weren't battle plans, but messages, letters, recordings, stories sent into space, in the faint hope that someone, somewhere, might find them after we were gone. And as the blackness reached out for our world, we understood something. The fight was never about winning. It was about defiance, about refusing to go quietly, even when the universe itself seemed set against us. And in that final moment, before the stars vanished forever, humanity stood together, not in fear, but in the knowledge that we had tried. Because sometimes the most powerful thing we can do is face the darkness head on.